Bestie Made
Hi.
Plans. I'm Angela,
Hi.
and this is,
Haley.
I did it right this time with my hands.
Can you
And
hear me?
yes, can you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm just worried.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. And we're just on here chatting about our lives and how our plans have not gone the way that we expected. And so, welcome. If you haven't seen an episode before, that's who we are and that's what we're doing. So, just want to point out this is perpetually like my life now. Do you notice?
Double. Yes.
I just
That's amazing.
I couldn't find these
I
different.
feel like that's something we would have laughed our asses off in school about a teacher having or something.
I know I would
Like,
have like talked so much about teachers that did this. I was so mean to people in their middle age, and now I'm just like, oh, I was so mean.
and
Um,
we're there. We're
yeah.
there.
Anyway, how are you, girl?
We
Sorry that we
are
were
the butt of a joke.
sorry that we were messing with your dog's dating life.
No, it's okay. No, it's all right. She has a very particular dating life. And
I You'll just have to let me know
she
if you need to change the time or something.
well, I thought I could make it like I thought I could do a sneak it in and then like I don't know. Weekend's just been I was at a family reunion
Yes, how was it?
and uh good, but I was like it's as like family trees get bigger, it's harder to like know the connections of people and to like really connect with them, I think.
Mm.
So I think there needs to be like a yeah, anyway. But it was good.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you had a nice.
Who anybody is though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Like you go and you're like, I don't know who that guy is.
You
But
were
you
in
met them
the
20 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long, long time since I've seen people, but I kind of know who they all are still. I think the only thing I don't know is like the younger generations, and they're
Mhm.
they're all more like still 5 and 2, or like I don't remember the
Oh,
names.
yeah.
So,
I think this was about 150, 200 people.
oh, okay, that's very different then, yeah.
Yeah. No,
But you
like
survived.
I survived. The family tree is 25 feet long, printed.
Wow. Okay. Your family likes to have a lot
So,
of babies.
girl, and keep in touch, apparently.
Well, that's nice, but I can imagine it by like 150, you do start feeling like, okay.
Y- Yeah, like I mean, I'm also, yeah. Anyway, we don't want to spend too much time on this, but yeah, it becomes like I think that there's ways we can do it better. I think it's nice, people even tried to organize it or are continuing to try to organize it, right? But I think when I was the first couple that I remember, we used to do like a thing together, but also like we're connected by our grandparents. So it's like the children of this one couple, and then they had quite a few children, like a lot. And now I can't remember how many. Might have been 9, 8. Anyway, so I come down my grandfather's line on that to my mom, and then it's like a million. And my mom came from a family of 5,
Yeah.
just on her little leg alone, right? And so what's happened is that the original brothers and sisters are now gone.
Yeah.
And so now it's the children of theirs and the grandchildren of theirs and the great grandchildren of theirs.
Right.
And so like it becomes like
And
more tenuous,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah. I can imagine that's a
Yeah.
lot. 'Cause, I mean, I think both of us have grandparents that had a lot of brothers and sisters, but I think your family had more in the next generation than mine. Well, I guess
Yeah.
not, but then it goes like
Well, I don't know.
it's kind of gone 7, 4, 2, and that's kind of been across the
Yeah,
board, you know?
there's a lot of breeding that took place, like I think the colonizers, right? So,
Listen, true, but not from us. We're doing a good
oh,
job for the world by not
you
continuing.
had a green footprint in your family.
Seriously,
Or
I think I
like even early on, yeah.
I think probably we've done more to save the planet not having kids than me going vegan for 10 years. No joke. Like that's how much of an impact having a child is. Well, I mean, also hats
Yeah.
off to people still having children. Like, I love your optimism about the world because I don't have it, and I'm like,
Yeah. I understand that.
sorry,
Yeah.
I took a dark turn. Classic me. I
That's
took.
okay. No, that's okay. I was also, while you said that, as you said that, my dog looked at me like she was going to yak on the carpet. And I suddenly,
Is that because
so
she
I looked over and was like,
she's like
don't do it.
my date was not good. Girl,
Her
we
date was
feel you.
great.
This is oh,
She
was it?
ran like the wind. She
Oh,
ran like the wind around after him.
she's
She
running
chases
away
him. That's what
from her.
her.
She
No,
chases.
she chases him. She attacks him. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I like
And
that.
he likes it.
Oh, I like that she has a friend now. That's cute and nice. I think all the dogs in this area are traumatized from fireworks. So, with it being
Oh, yeah.
America's birthday,
Boy day.
birthday, but yeah, anyway, this is going to go out so many weeks after. This is going to be very old. Um,
Well,
how are you though? I like your shirt.
oh, thanks. Which one? This one?
Well, yeah,
This one?
both. I like the colors of your plaid. I love it. It's nice. It's very
Oh,
Canadian.
thanks.
Canadian plaid.
Thank
In
you.
the
I
summer.
know everybody thinks it's funny because all the Europeans I met up living up north, they were always like this. I need a Canadian outfit, and I was like, "What is that?" And they were like, "What you're wearing, plaid." Apparently, plaid is a Canadian uniform. So there you go.
Yeah. Did you watch the Canada game that they lost? They're at the World Cup, I think.
No,
No.
no, but I don't watch any sports.
I don't either, but I did watch Scotland because it was so unusual that we were in it. And my mum wanted to watch it, and so I watched it with her. And then we watched one with my brother when they got home. And
Mhm.
so it was pretty fun to cheer on Scotland. Most of the time, I'm just like, get it up the park, get it away from the goal. And I've got no idea what I'm actually talking about. So,
Oh, I was gonna say, oh my God, Angela, you know more than I will ever know about sports just
well,
by
I mean,
saying that.
if
So
I didn't at least know something about soccer, then I really had my head in the sand with my family.
that's true. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Yeah.
So how are things going otherwise? Like how's job, how's life, how's school, how's Reiki, how's doula?
Oh, everything's going well. I'm finished another section of my classes, so we start a new one this week.
Got the Reiki?
And Reiki doesn't kick off again until I guess next month, question mark. I
Oh,
guess I should look into that. And then and then yeah, work is going well. I'm starting to get the swing of it. You know how it is with new jobs. So it takes a minute to like figure out what the rhythm and like what are you doing in a week? That kind of thing. So yeah,
what kind of stuff
going
are
okay.
you
Yeah.
doing? What kind of stuff are you doing day to day?
For work. Um kind of setting up for like each event each week. So like getting like entertainment and making sure everybody knows where to go and
Oh,
then um
very much fits your
part of it,
then. Like
I
that.
guess, yeah. And it's
What?
again, remember really we're talking about skill sets. It's like I don't know if it's a skill set, but I'm always doing it. So I guess so.
So good at organizing a party, I guess.
Organizing parties basically, and then because I started kind of late into this because the people they had previously sort of fell through. Um, I'm sort of picking up behind the eight ball because I had lots of stuff like the family reunion and stuff planned.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really available. And then I guess this month I'll be like at more of the events as well. So then I'll be like on site organizing them,
Are you
which
excited
is
about that, or are you kind of like, ooh?
I'd rather organize than like let it be, but it is what it is, right? You sign
Yeah.
up for what you sign up for.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's mainly because I um am old and
You're not.
my energy level like for like evenings and stuff like that only lasts and for like long days is only goes so far these days. But I know I can do it and pull through. It's not like for um that many months, right? So
Oh, well,
yeah. And you? What's happening with you? You have many things.
well, I did get a new job since we last talked. That's like doing garden merchandising for a grocery store. And that is like you kind of more inspired me with it because I was like, yeah, maybe I should do something with gardening. But I also was just like, but it can't be full on gardening. This is very chill and it's like perfect for what I need. I mean, it doesn't pay enough money, so I still have to go out and do the delivery driving. I do food delivery driving outside of that, just now
Hmm.
because until those paychecks come in, I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like leaving the house at 6 or 7, and then sometimes I don't get back until 9 at night. So I'm really, really tired. But it's fine.
Hmm.
It's like I just need that first paycheck to come in and for me to feel a little bit more like the money's coming. And then I think I can just do the food deliveries at lunch and dinner as I try to get like copywriting gigs. Because it just takes so long when you're trying to go freelance and you don't really have any clients that you know of. Um, so I think I get kind of, I mean, I'm in luteal right now, which isn't fun. I've got PMDD. So it's like, there's some days when it's just like, I feel like my viewpoint is so nihilistic or whatever you say, that it's,
Yeah.
what is the point of all this? Why am
Hmm.
I just doing this job? And like, that's all I'm doing with my life. Like, I find it hard to find meaning in it sometimes. And yet other days I'm just like, oh, look, I'm just outside watering plants and nobody bothers me because it's just kind of me doing my thing. So it's
Yeah.
perfect, but yeah, so it's still that struggle of just like, what the heck am I doing with my life? And yeah, I feel so lucky to have found this job because it's actually perfect for all the struggles that I've had with burnout, neurodivergent burnout, and then also realizing how ADHD I am right now because of
Hmm.
perimenopause. And, it's like I can be watering a plant and then wander off and go get something else and then, gotta go back and water the plant. Like no one's dying because I do that.
Yeah, I thought it would be good for you because, like, working in the greenhouse, there was a lot of people that I think struggle that I noticed that I was working with. And listen, I can pull it out. I know I'm lucky. I'm definitely I recharge introvert style, but I can pull out
Yeah.
extroversion when I need to be. You know what I mean? Like I can pull out energy for people and people's problem solving and stuff like that. But I noticed a lot of people working at the greenhouse uh, don't have that energy, and that they needed to be away from people more, and that the reason why I was there, I think, in large part, was because I'm somebody who can handle those other things. So then those people can go to her, right?
Yeah.
But I was thinking about you during that because I thought, yeah, like I knew you needed something quiet and like self motivated. Do you know what I mean? That you can deal with it on your own.
Yeah, because I
And
don't I
yeah.
don't have a manager, and in actual fact, I feel like I do worse when I have a manager or when someone's watching me because I really struggle with being perceived, especially because
Mhm.
I do just get on with my work. Like you don't have to worry about me not doing my work.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So I'm glad.
yeah,
Glad you found it.
it's taken a little while to kind of figure out what the heck to do, but my manager came in and like kind of gave me some more tips and pointers because I hadn't been like formally trained. And that was
Mhm.
really nice to meet her. And I was just like, God, everybody in this job is like me, like very ADHD and like just kind of like, "Wah." But
Yeah.
so that's good. But it was really funny the other day. I don't think I told you this yet. No, I saved it in my notes. I was like, I have to tell this on the pod. I hope like I tell it in a way that people are like, oh, that's funny. But I'm not allowed to take the hose for watering across the front door, because America is a suing country, and if someone trips and falls, they'll sue and all.
Right. Lit-
But
litigious.
yeah, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't do the hose. I think it's more trouble than it's worth. So I use a water boy. So anyway,
Mhm.
I came to the store one day and the doors are closed. The doors of the store are like the exit doors are closed, and the only doors that open and shut are the entry doors. And there's this guy, he's power washing the front concrete of the store, and he has the hose pulled all the way across. And I thought, oh God. I'm gonna have to be careful today, like taking photos, because otherwise they're gonna think that was me. I'll get in trouble. Because literally, if they see the hose in front of the doors, like you're fired immediately. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Which is understandable. So
Yeah.
anyway, and you know what I'm like with rules, so I was like, oh God, I don't want to have the hose ever across the doors. But anyway, so he's doing this, and he's got this power washer, and he's plugged it in, so there's electrical cords, and he's not really doing anything with the cords other than there's just a stramash of like cable, this big fat hose. And so the first thing is like, does somebody come up to me or some for some reason? I tried to go in the closed doors and I was just like, Angela, what are you doing? Of course those doors will be shut. Why would they be open? And so anyway, I was just like, oh, duh, I'll go in the other door. But it was like every single old fogey granny, granddad would, it was like coming up to the exit doors, not the entry, the exit, with like their Zimmer frame and their walking cane. And like the one guy was coming in and he's lifting his Zimmer over, like, so if you've got like the dip to push your car up or down from the exit doors,
Yeah.
he's like this is here. There's all this stramash of cables and hoses. And there's like this, the sidewalk kind of like goes up a little bit, and he's like on this side trying to get his
Not good.
climbing over hoses and wires. And I'm like, sir, the doors are shut. Huh? The doors are shut. Oh, and I'm just like, these are the worst people that you could be. I mean, a guy even the problem was that they had like these electrical carts, people get in the carts, they don't have to walk around the store. And
Yeah.
we're in the area with all these cables. This one old granddad went in and got one of the electric cars and literally just drove over the cable, trying to get across
Good for him.
to the store. I was just like, you couldn't write this if you tried. Like
That's how you problem solve though. I always say it's like for most problems all you need is a bigger hammer. No?
seriously. And I mean, it was just, oh, it was so classic. And I was just like, of course this would happen. I mean, I was glad it wasn't me. I literally put in my notes, I did not use the hose. You can see it in the photos, but it was not me that used the hose. Because I was like, I don't want to get fired for this. Oh my God. But I think like that's the most eventful stuff, other than the managers just take anything that's not hammered down and they just take it away. So I had these plants that were dying. They came in dying, and then so I tried to water them because they were like, water them, water them, water. Everything needs to be watered because it's so boiling here. And I was
Right.
just like, okay, I'll water them. I didn't know that there's no holes in the pots. So then they sat for like a day and a half in like, like this much.
Oh, it's sitting in water. Yeah.
And then they got root rot. So then I was like, oh God, okay, I better. The only way I could think of solving it was to take the pots off and let the roots dry out. Well, of course, I put all the pots underneath the stand. What does the manager do? He comes and takes them and goes to throw them away. And the floral manager's like, what are you doing? No, don't throw those away. Because they just won't talk to anybody to ask them. So it's just kind
Yeah.
of, it's the usual dumbass stuff that takes place in a job, and you just think like, and nobody will pay me more money to do something that I'm actually trained for. Like, what?
No, it's true, but I'm glad you found this too because I think a job like this is pretty chill for the most part, and that's
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
required.
I just watched
Because
Champions.
yeah, I mean, it may not inspire you, but it's better than getting smoothie on you, girl.
Oh God, that was such a bad day. I don't even think I can laugh about that still.
No.
Did I tell you that I
You
also
told me about it. Yes, it was not a good day. I was like, your
smooth
whole description, your
everything?
description made me feel like, oh my God.
I was just
I
like,
would have just been like, I would have taken the burgers, eaten them myself emotionally on the side of the road. Nobody would have gotten their food, and that would have been it.
if you deliver food, never get smoothies. Never, never do it. Um, I mean, I managed, I mean, I just the bank card. I mean, it was just the fact that I was driving down this really long road in a manual car, holding smoothie with my right hand as I also shift gears. And then I'm like, oh my God, I lost my bank card, calling the bank. I lost my bank card. It was just like, could anything else go wrong today? But I've since figured out I could have turned off. I figured out how to turn off the orders as they're coming in so that I don't have to listen to.
Oh, good. The
Oh,
dinging.
I
Yeah.
I honestly like I want to stab someone so badly when
I can believe it. When you're having like a bad time, the last thing you want is your fucking, like even when you're like just having a normal day and somebody's texting you and you're like in the middle of a thought and it pops up and freezes your screen. Do you know what I mean? Like
yes,
when
I know
you're
what
like
you mean.
searching, you're like, "Oh my God," or like trying to do directions or do you know, it's always
Oh,
something like that. And then somebody dings and you're like this, go away. Like,
yes,
and there's like that weird delay, so it takes a while, and then you're like waiting, and then you're trying to continue the task, and then another text comes. It makes me crazy. I totally get it. I totally get it.
I swear to God, I know yeah, phones and
Yeah.
just we were talking. What were we talking like? Because with the family, I was like, we were talking about directions. Oh, we were talking about when we went to Barcelona. And have you
Hmm.
ever been to Barcelona?
No.
So we, so this is pre-internet, pre-phones. This is like early 2000s, like graduation special holiday. I think we went to France and then we drove down to Barcelona and we ended up going all the way down to Spain. Like it was a big holiday to celebrate like graduation. And in Barcelona, we were trying to turn left to get to our hotel. And we're talking about like these 6 lane roads on each side, 6 lanes on each side. And I think it was six, five
Hmm.
or six, it was a lot of lanes. And we're trying to get into the left lane to go left. Or wait, would it be? Yeah, because it's Europe, so it's the same side as America. So we're trying to get into the left lane. Every time we get to the left lane, you can't turn left. And we're like, oh, wait, what? How do we go left? How do we get to the hotel? And we're getting closer and closer. It's not like the edge of a cliff, but it's closer and closer to the end of this road where we're supposed to turn left to go into a hotel. And it took us about literally 5 intersections to discover that in order to turn left, you actually have to be in the far right lane in Barcelona.
Oh yes. Oh, okay. Yep. Because you do like a yep.
It was a whole weird thing, but we were just like, how did we cope? We basically probably had a paper map. We had no phone, so you couldn't even plan ahead. You just arrived and were like, oh, what does this mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that car, there's a lot of stress because we are stressful drivers anyway. I mean, eventually we figured it out and we turned left and we to get into the hotel. But it's just sometimes I like can't believe all the stuff that we all accomplished. Like even your mum, like all the trips that she would plan for us all, and it was just from
Well, I think
like Disney World.
paper maps, but I have to tell you also, we are still a paper map family. Um, I still have paper maps that I use. If I'm doing any kind of trip, my dad pulls out a collection of paper maps and they will be mapped. And you know what? I have to tell you, there's something beautiful about the combination of like while you're driving, going like, okay, I need somebody telling me the directions and having looked in advance so that you kind of have an idea. Like I'm still a map girl. I love a map.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I do the delivery driving and it's just telling me where I need to go next, I'm like, no, you
Yeah.
need to tell me like 4 streets ahead so I know which lane to be in. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
the driving is just too crazy to figure out how to get in.
Yeah.
I mean, people just won't let you in, which is also a thing.
No.
It's a
Yeah.
nightmare.
I don't know how it is where you I don't know how it is where you are. But here there's so much construction in the summer in particular
Yeah.
that it's like the city is enclosed in construction. And so now like where you think you're going is not where you're going. And
Oh.
then sometimes you end up and you're like in this ridiculous, like it's obvious that it's going to take you 3 times the length of time. So now you're going to go around a different way through different construction to find your way out. It's like a maze these days. So if you don't have an idea in some cities at all, like of the layout and like how the roads work, You can get trapped in a vortex for days.
I think one of the only reasons that I can do the food delivery here is because I know the city mostly well enough. It's small enough, mostly, is growing, but it's small enough. And so, like, it's not too hard, but I can't tell you the number of times that there's nothing on, that there's no problems in any area. And this darn app is like, go down 45th lane. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you taking me down a lane? And the lanes are not paved. And did I
Yeah.
tell you that my wheel bearing went on my car and I had to spend another $500 on my car to
You
get it
did.
fixed? So I
Yeah.
spent $500 getting the brake pads. Well, not my money, and sadly I couldn't afford it. So I needed to get help.
Mm.
But I got my brake pads replaced, and then it was like, and I was just like, no. And it's because the roads are so badly taken care of and going down blooming lane.
Hmm.
Anytime it tells
Yeah.
me to go down a lane, I'm like, no. And I just go a different way.
You say it out loud.
It
No.
literally, I taught and I tell that thing to a lot. It's the only way to
Say it, Angela.
no, no, you know what? Not good enough.
Well, you know that I swear like a bit of a sailor, so I'm holding back on you,
It's okay.
but
It's okay.
it's gonna happen.
Oh,
Um, no, I get it. Like it's yeah, I don't know. Driving is a bit bonkers. I remember when I first, like long time ago, when I was first driving around in the city and I did not know it like I know it now. Like I know the city pretty well now.
hmm.
Um, just because of other jobs.
Yeah.
But there's like a few one ways, like there's in many cities. And one day I do remember turning up a one way and not knowing, and then like I'm basically eyeball to eyeball with another driver, thinking in my head, um, I'm going to die, and then thinking, oh, it's okay, just reverse out of this, reverse one way. And then in my head going, well, you're gonna die, you're gonna kill somebody, you're gonna get a major ticket, the police are gonna come and get you, and you're gonna be a mess. But I did make it out of that situation. And then I thought of all the ways that if somebody pulled me over, that I would say, well, I was going one way, just not the way.
You know, it's funny, there's a lot of people that do that here as well, because we've got a lot of one-way streets, and I'm just always just kind of like standing at the side of the road going, and I just am like, how can you not like,
It's such a nightmare if it's an accident, though. Like if you're doing it on purpose, you're a jerk. But
no, it's
if
just
you're the guy that turns up the road the wrong way, it is a moment of sheer panic. Like just to
well,
get out of there. Yeah.
I got a job on a TV show because somebody drove the camera crew the wrong way down a one-way street here. And that was the reason that I got on the show. So in a way, I'm kind of grateful for people that do that because I would, although the show wasn't great, but it got me my start in like film and TV. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, that one way driver. There you go. See? You never know.
it's very
Wheels within wheels.
oh man. So yeah, so there's been a lot of stuff like that going on. I did have a test for a copy job, a paid test, which is always one of these things where they're just like, we want creativity, we want this, we want that. And I'm just like, okay, there's three things that you get. You either pay a lot of money, it's money, it's the amount of money you get paid, it's the time it takes, and it's the quality. And so I was like, if you want
Yeah.
quality and speed, which was I got 3 hours to do, I was like, you don't get, well, either you pay me a lot of money or you don't pay me much and you get the time, but you don't get the creativity. So I just did
Mhm.
the best I could, and I was like, if it's not good enough, I don't care. These tests are dumb. It's not an actual representation of what I can do. Nobody can be so creative and provide 5 deliverables in 3 hours and make it be like, oh my God, this is amazing when they've just found out what they're supposed to do like that moment.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
it's just the usual nonsense, but I did it. I haven't heard back. We'll see what happens. And then
It's also a really smart way for them to get free work.
yeah, although I think the topic doesn't prove itself as to actually being something that would happen.
Useful.
You're wrong.
Okay.
But I think it was a fake job. But I mean, I was happy with what I put in. I just thought like the whole idea of like, we want you to be creative and original. And I was just like, especially because it was like IP stuff. And they were like, write about this IP. And I'm like, you want me to be original? Like, not gonna happen. So Anyway, but that was at least one positive thing in terms of, job wise to do this week. And then other than
Yeah,
that, like survive in this blooming
trying
heat
to survive.
lot.
We do not have heat. We have more rain than we need. And because there's more rain than we need, we have more mosquitoes than we will ever need. So I am itching all over my body.
Oh, speaking of which, actually, not this is kind of a segue, but my mom did, maybe I already said this to you on here. Did I tell you that my mom found this document that we had from after moving back from Malawi that shows that we got tested and had bilharzia? Did I tell you about that?
That you did?
Yeah, like it's like a whole
Yeah.
document. I'd
Oh,
forgotten.
like you just had it for years?
It just had my mom keeps everything. So, bless her. But she has,
Well, I know I had bilharzia,
yeah,
which
because
is
I
what,
remember
yeah.
you having
But
it.
so then you weren't treated? So like
Well, no,
what?
like we were
Oh,
treated, but it was just the fact that we have this document. Because if somebody had asked me like, did you have bilharzia after you left Malawi, I would have been like, unlikely. I don't remember having it. But we have like a full-on
right.
document that shows that they test us for malaria and bilharzia when we got back, and it's just the fact that it's written in this document that we had bilharzia, and I was just kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, I guess it's not that weird because of course we all had bilharzia, but it's just weird to have
Yeah.
that document and be like, oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
riddled with sea snails when we like
Yes, just
but
in
you were
case
sick
the
with
people out there don't know, schistomiasis. Schistomiasis.
oh yes, it's like you basically you stand in shallow water and these small tiny
Unmoving.
yeah
Yeah.
sea snail things burrow into the bottom of your feet and basically you get very sleepy and sick. So
It's a parasite. Yeah. Is sleepy. Yeah. I guess it's, yeah.
or was
Trying to
that
think if I was sleepy. I don't, you might get sleepy just because you're fighting parasites, but I remember just feeling nauseous all the time.
oh yeah, I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna mix up with Tetsy Blind.
I mean, I could have been sleepy, but I feel like I'm a sleepy personality. So nobody would have known the difference then.
You
They
know
would
what
have
I
been
think of you? I think she is darn sleepy.
I have a sleepy vibe. I have a sleepy vibe.
Um, okay, now there's one thing that has been on my mind that I wanted to ask you about because I feel like I'm going crazy. I've tried to Google this before and I have not found it. Do you remember in Malawi that they had those spiders that were about the size of a quarter that were
Yeah.
flat and they would just go?
Yeah.
Do you remember those that
Yeah,
they
yeah. Yeah.
can't
I
find?
forget what kind they are.
I
Mhm.
can't find any record that those are even like an actual insect online, and it's
It is. We're probably just not describing it. Like, probably you and I aren't using the right terms to like find it on the description board or
but
whatever.
it's
But
the fact that they are
yeah, I
actually
know
flat, like they're
they're
flat,
super flat. Yeah. Yeah.
like you.
I mean, every spider haunts me. I remember them all. I think so do you. So,
I don't think you were there, but there was the time when all the Canadians came to our house. I don't think the kids were there though, and a hunting spider ran up Doug's, not Doug L's, but the other Doug, and they let
okay.
yes, ran into the house, ran up his leg, and I think your dad squished it and stomped it, and all this green pus.
I don't remember this, but I will ask him about this because
Your dad, I think
he
it.
actually spoke to Doug. He spoke to Doug K recently, not too long ago.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's
Hmm.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that just these memories have just been like flooding back recently, and I was just like, I have to have.
No, it's so good.
Yeah.
Actually, you even bringing up that there's so many Canadian Dougs is a funny story, which I'm not sure if you remember, but there was so I don't know if you remember Mrs. S, sorry. Do you
Okay.
remember Mrs. S
Yeah. Yeah.
German?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, would have been also in a son in my class. What are we doing?
No,
We
you're
got to think of we've got to really come up with a dartboard of like names. Anyway, but basically like a map we can follow.
yeah, you need your physical map. Okay.
But basically, because my mom and her were friends, like quite close
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
and she was very confused one day because like everybody kept saying like Doug this, Doug that, Doug this, and she says to my mom, "Oh, that's a Doug." And my mom's like, "Oh, like that's all these guys." And she's like, "Is it a Canadian term?" Like she says in like her accent, like she was kind of wondering like if there's a Canadian,
Like
like if we're all using like a colloquialism of for like yeah for like men in Canada or something. So yeah,
funny
there's a
people.
little side story for you.
Any
Yeah, what's a Doug? Could you
and
imagine though being in a room being like, they can't all have that as their first name, so this has to be like a different term.
was that like the most popular name in Canada in like the 50s or something? That they're all
No, for a long time, like I would say, and like probably, I mean, many Canadians out there, maybe even do you know Kids in the Hall? I mean, Dave
yeah.
is very
Like,
Canadian. So there's even a song, These Are the Daves I Know, for those. And
for us,
also,
these are
I
the
find that there's so
young
many Michaels, Christophers, and Daves, I would have thought. But like, I guess now that I think of it, I know a lot of Dougs. So
ones.
maybe there is something.
And it's the fact that none of them are Douglas or there's not
Well,
Glass,
my
another name for them.
Well, I would say the people closest to me are Douglas. Well,
Uh,
they are. That's yeah.
yeah,
But we don't call them Douglas.
no. I can't say I've
In
heard
fact,
people, Canadian people called Douglas, like Doug, yes, but Douglas,
well,
no.
I think that they all have the name Douglas, but like somehow they all became Dougs.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Interesting.
What's a Doug? Now you'll think about it.
I'm just going to start calling every Canadian man I meet Doug.
You should. You should.
So,
There's a lot.
so in
There's
our,
a lot.
it is.
There's several at my family reunion this weekend. Several Dougs,
That gets very confusing. Oh my God. Um,
right?
okay, so we've got a couple minutes left. Tell me
Oh,
what's,
sorry.
no, 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 you're fine. Only just because I got to get at bed so I can get up at 6 in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, what's coming up for you? We've got a minute left. Tell me what's coming up in your week.
What's coming up for me? I guess I am starting a month that has a new rhythm again, where I'm kind of working different days and stuff like that. And other than that, not too much. Hopefully, just settling into a different rhythm where,
Nice.
you know what, I would also like to drop one of these like things on my list. That would be great, but that's not going to happen yet. And for you?
The same, just getting into more of a rhythm so that I can get more personal stuff done and like actually like get an episode posted and also do other stuff. But next week we will be discussing the word expat and all the controversy around it and giving our hot take on it because we have
Ah,
expats in our lives and I'm interested to learn what you think about it. So that's coming up
okay.
soon. So join
All
us
right.
next week.
Sounds good.
But otherwise, thanks for chatting. It's always good to see you.
Thank you. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Now we got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2.